Next in the garage is this GTO. It has got rotten sills at the back. We're going to get me on the ramp, we're going to fix the rot, we're going to paint the sills up, and it's going to be absolutely mint. And it's a twin turbo. Where do you see them? Hey guys, Chris Fix here. Only joking, it's Colin at Shineautomotive. Let's get this GTO in, let's have a look at it, let's weld it up, and let's maybe take it on a little bit of a test drive. See how quick it is. Maybe. What do you reckon, Bella?
Oh, Dad, it's so early in the morning. I want to go back to bed.
Right, anyway, let's crack on. Let's get this in the garage. Enough waffling. Let's get some welding. Well, let's assess the situation first.
Right, so we've got the car on the 4-post ramp, and as you can see, it is rotten. The thing just fell off in my hand. So the best thing to do is just cut it all out. Don't just go to the minimum. Get a good chunk of the rot all cut out. Right cut out till you get back to good steel, and then you can start cleaning it up with a soft pad, which I'm doing here with the grinder, which is a 40 grit, and you're just cleaning right back to the steel. So you've got nice, clean surface material to work with. We've cut that shape, and now we're going to start folding in this back piece. Coming along here, round here, and meeting up, just coming over that. We're just going to overlap that, and then we'll get all this cleaned up. Then we'll put the squares back in, and we'll put the front face on, and then we'll cap it off with finishing the side piece there. It sounds so easy, doesn't it? So the sheet bit of steel now I've got welded in place, and I'm manipulating it to get the shape. And then in front of this we have a section that's like got squares pressed out of it. This rusty bit here. Well, there's only one guy that I know that could fettle something like this up. So let's head over to JW Fabrications, where John's going to make a press, and we're going to replicate this piece that goes behind the sill. How you put new lights in?
You have to smash the plug a few
Yeah,
times to
the
get it
plug's
working.
a bit dodgy. We just haven't quite got to that bit yet.
I'm ready for the big reveal, yeah? I'm all ready. I tell you what, that's loads better, in fact.
I've only had that for about a year and a half.
Year and a half?
Yeah.
I've never even noticed that light there.
We only put it up yesterday.
All right. That's why it's clean. Whoa, look at that. Look at it. You turn the gas off.
No, seamless. We don't seamless welds here.
Hey.
Wire speed flat out.
I have got a good little shorts video if you want to see that. I'll put that into here.
Look at that, beautiful.
Look at that. Well done. You want to be proud of that, weld, mate.
Cheers, mate.
What's he doing now? That wire, 1 mil.
1 million wire.
1 mil?
1 mil. 1 mil for the blue.
It's all going down here. Go, do a film there, do a film there.
I wanted to see.
Alright, so I can do better on this one, buddy.
Full. Yes.
Liking it.
Yes.
Looks nice, that, John?
Good enough for farm work.
It's not the best in the business.
It's not the best in the business.
It needs to resemble, which it is. Oh, look at that.
It'll
Look how
it'll
good
look
that
lovely,
looks.
that, won't it?
You bruised your fingers up a bit today, John.
Ben's bruised them up. He did that this morning with a sheet, and he's just done that blood blister with a wheel on a tractor.
Ben.
You know what? You're only as good as your worst employee. That's what I used to get told back in the day. Just an old boss. Wasn't that blow? This is precision, alright?
Yeah, well, I couldn't have made this, man, with a welder and a bench grinder. That's how you started off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just a grinder and a welder. I'm not getting your face in there with no bloody glasses on, mate. Yeah, he's just took his glasses off there. Oh, he's putting them back on. That's it. Safety first. He's putting them off now. Oh, no, he's putting them back on.
You only wear them for dancing.
It's been a very long time since I've done any dancing. Oh, John!
Finger snagger.
Careful. You'll end up with no finger.
Bad enough with him. I think we're getting close for a test drive. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't know.
Get some two techno bolts for Benny Bar.
Get dangerous. Get dangerous. Shameless. Racing. Shameless. Get dangerous. Shameless. Get dangerous. Get dangerous.
What did he say?
About the robbery in Boots in Thursday.
Yeah.
Two blokes broke in and stole all the Viagra. Police are on the lookout for two hardened criminals.
Ask Ben about the dog park.
We got a dog.
I bought a dog the other day called Minton.
Yeah.
But it kept eating all my shuttlecocks. Badminton.
Terrible, aren't they? Also go that way. Is that the way we...
Right, so then we've got the steel bit cut out. There we go. And I'll just clean the surface rust off there. And now it's going in the press brake, and hopefully we'll be able to press the shape in with John's lovely new.
Press the on button.
Yeah, press the on button. That's the one. Doo. Here we go. And we're on to the mobile phone because the camera's gone flat because I'm an idiot and I didn't bring any more batteries. Good job we've got the phone. Too many one-liners, that's it.
Now 7 at night though, we all want to go home. Colin just rudely turned up.
No, I didn't really turn up at all. I was booked in. I've been
Always welcome,
booked in for 6 weeks for this. So we've got all the tooling made. What John thought he'd do, it might bore. So we've just quickly banged on these 2 straight bars. I like the look on your face then. Confidence.
I'm doing it straight. That's what I want. Wedged. Oh, just a little bit out there, look. That's all we need to do now is get it lined up and she'll do it, won't it?
Right, wicked for that.
Wicked, wicked.
Yeah. JDM Fabrication is where you need to
Nout
be.
on me. It's got nout on me.
Thank you very much. Through the window. So these are the squares now. John kindly made, so a massive thank you, John, for making them, because I did drop it on him the last minute. So we can just get on now and install this. to the back of the sill, which you never see, but I wanted to put it back in there to look as factory as possible. So yeah, let's stick some tunes on and let's get these bits fitted right now. So I had a little bit of a KA sill left over from a Ford K, and I just thought I'm just going to risk cutting it just to see what the shape is, to see if this is going to save me a lot of time. And you won't believe it. Now that shape is really good. It loses it up here, but we can manipulate this and cut this down to fold into there. So I can just trim that down. We didn't have enough on this end bit, but this needs to curve round. So I'm either going to chop this off here and then redo this bit and feather it in, or I'm going to leave this bit and then chop it there, because we'll have to just plate this side and then we'll have to plate down that side, and we'll have to weld on this seam and then roll it to get this shape back in. But I can't believe how well that actually fits. By the time we've got that stitched in, ground back, tiny bit of filler, redo this seam seal mark here, but just bring it down a little bit to give the look of it being original. So we lose this step, but what I might do is find something the same and just run a piece of steel along there, tack it in, and then that'll give its swage line back in that'll correspond all the way along there. And then we've got to drill these holes out anyway, because we've got to put some riv nuts in.
I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone when it's bad. I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah.
the 4-post ramp over there, and I have got it on the 2-post ramp so we can get access into here. So I'm just going to clean this up a bit more and then make a cardboard template into there, weld across there, weld down here, weld along there, and then we can get all this seamed up and get all the background here, all this seamed up down there. That's where we've welded and made that, and just I'm going to run the soft pad over there and just get that nicely shaped up. So there we go. It is MOT time tomorrow, so we'll get this tidied up. This is just a bit of excess metal, so I'll run the soft pad down there, get rid of all this, and then finish it off. And then this side is all nearly ready for paint. Same on the other side. This is obviously where I've made this, so slice across and then fold it into shape. So clean that back, get the shape of that, and then a bit of filler down there, and then a tiny bit of filler in there to dress it all in, and then that is that side finished. Because it's a big push for MOT tomorrow, so when I get it MOT, I'd like to have it painted and the sills put back on by then, but we will see what we're like for time. And the weather is beautiful. Look at it. Look how nice it is outside. It's very nice. So right, in there is all welded up now. I'm going to run a tiny bit of seam sealer down there and then brush some brushable seam sealer on there, sort of make this sort of swooping shape again, and then we'll hit it with some stone chip, some black stone chip that will dry rock solid. But I've put some acid primer on there, which is a zinc primer that I use, which I think is fantastic. That'll sit now and fully dry onto the bare metal, then we'll work over to finish it off so we have a nice finish like this. This just wants a nice sand off with some 320, and that there is good to go in the gold. And then we'll look at the fitting kit to put the side skirts back on. Need to get some glue and tire remover on there, but I like to use the duct tape and using the filler and the grinder close to the door. If you catch to the door, it's a nightmare. That duct tape, don't leave it on for too long. Just use some glue and tire remover or some brake cleaner and all that will just come off. But we've got the car to fully clean because he's been sat here a while. She needs a clean. I can't believe I just stroked that. That's the haters going to do. The haters are going to hate on doing it again. Ah! And that, in all fairness, touching a dirty car or touching a car with your hands is my pet hate. So there we go. At least I don't slap the panel. Like, today we are going to... Oh, no. Very nice. So I must say, this here has gone on very well. It's not going to need a lot of finishing at all. Dead impressed with that. Really impressed. What I will say again with this build is a massive thank you to Klingspor. Now, Klingspor supplied all the slitting discs, all the abrasive products that we've used in today's video. So, thank you very much. They are the best. They are just the best. I've tried the rest and now I use the best. They last twice as long. You know, you might just think, oh, but they're really expensive, the edge. Like 3 slitting discs. A cheap slitting disc. So say if these were cheap slitting discs, right, to 1, yeah, you'd go through 3 slitting discs to 1 of the edge ones that I've just chucked on the floor and nearly scratched down the new race car. Thank you very much, Klingspor. As always, absolute legend. And thank you to all our sponsors, Dr. Tyrus, Pass. There we go, Pass, got it right. We've got Links Ford Group. They're not sponsored, but they're a good set of people, and the bloke is really sound. We've got JW Fabrications, which is John. We've got Chris Pryor Graphics, Burton Power. We've got the embroidery lot, which is Chris's Mrs. Charlotte. Tech Products, All Smart, Top Don. And we've got Silverhook, a Toto, and we all know the lovely Klingspor. Very, very nice. Right, that's enough waffle. Well, it isn't. I could waffle ages because I'm waiting for paint to dry before we get a little bit of filler out by silver hook. Just a little bit of fine filler just to finish a few bits of edges on there. Seal that side up, and then in the morning or later on, depends how fast it'll dry, we'll get some black stone chip up in the arches, dress behind there, get this all nice and black matching in with the rest again. And then it's test tomorrow afternoon. I think the test time is at 2:30, or is that my 2:30? Hey! So the filler is in, and I've just put a tiny bit of seam seal around there, and then just in a few divots there. That's all sealed up behind there. Let this dry, and then slightly smooth all that down. Bit of primer on there. Oh, the radio's playing in the background, I forgot about it. Same as in there, that's all sealed up now. All sealed up where we've rebuilt all that. It's a little bit of sand, and then hit this with loads of stone chip. Same with this, just a little sand, smooth it out, then some primer over it, and then we're gonna hit it with some colour, and it's gonna look mint, and get the sills on. We've got a brand new fitting kit for the sills. Get the side skirts on. Let's get this radio off so we don't get demonetised. Got that lovely video coming up there, building the race car. We've got loads of content on this channel anyway. Feel free to check it out. You know, it's all free for you to watch. And if you like it, just like it, because clicking that like button, you don't have to subscribe to this channel if you don't want. If you like the video, liking the video helps me out a bunch. So yeah, let this dry, and then we'll get some colour on. I hope I know where the colour is, because it's been a few weeks since I bought the colour. We'll have to find out where I put it. I can see it straight away. It's all good. Then we'll get a little bit of this colour on. Woo-hoo. And a bit of lacquer on, and the job will be very nice. Put that in front of the fire. Log burners on today, because it's a bit chilly on the old. Woo. So onto the stone chip side, using the U-Pol Gravitex. This stuff is wicked. Everything's all sealed up now, so get it all stone chipped up and it's ready for paint. But I'm going to paint it in the morning because it's quite late now. I bet I'll get the stone chip done. Oh, I put a run in it. I'll have to sand that out in the morning. There she is, all stone chipped up, matching in them areas. Wang round there. Got to sand that run out and put out in the morning, then mask it up and get the sills painted. All the new rib nuts are fitted and drilled out where the old bolts had seized and snapped off. So they've all been drilled out and fitted with the new rib nuts, so that shouldn't cause the owner any issues. So this is all good for many more years to come. So we have just banged on a bit of colour just to blend it in, and I've just flicked a bit of lacquer in. Now I'm going along the sill edge with the stone chip. So we're going to put a black stone chip line all along there. And the same on the other side. Fully repainted one day, but it's just better. Just blend it in. You're never going to see it because the sill's going on, but it's just nice to know there's just a bit of colour in there. So I'll touch up the sill lip now so it blends in with the rest of it, and then we can reassemble the sills with all the fitting kit later on. And Jake's going to get all that fitted. And there's some there's some spare paint over if he ever wants to go and have bits flicked in, because the bottom of that bumper you could paint. There'd be enough to paint the bottom of that bumper. Probably, wait, it would go a long way. That paint goes a long way if you're just flicking in and then re-lacquering. So there we go. It looks mega now. It's not rotten. Looks proper sick. Proper sick, I told you. Right there. There's nothing left of it before. All underneath now has dried up, so that's mega. So I'll just get some black brushed in to blend it all back in, and she's looking fandabby-dozy, because all that, there was nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. That's all been fab by us, and it looks wicked. It's blended in really nice, and it's structurally sound.
So I'm just giving it a wash because the customer is just about to turn up to pick it up, and I get my MX-5 back. It's been a while, so I'll finish off washing it and I'll see what he has to say when he turns up. Hello, Bella. Hello. Look at you. Look at you. I love my camera laid back. Oh, new friends. Oh, friends. Oh, special friends.
So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I've been Colin, we've been Shineautomotive, and we'll see you in the next one. One very happy customer here. Ta-ra!